Are you the king and queen of New Jersey?
I think so.
Is that the,
You know what we really need?
how you holding up?
Good.
Okay.
Now, can we run the whole thing in one, or we have to wait for the light of?
I can't do the fireworks and then do the big light thing all in the same thing.
Okay,
so, yeah.
fine. So we'll do up fireworks up to when the Secretary General just smiles and turns around.
What's that?
Turns around. Maximize time and camera.
He's a young director and inexperienced, I suppose you'd have to say. This is what, his third movie, certainly his biggest in terms of budget. What he has, more than most film directors, is taste. He knows what he likes when he sees it. I wouldn't put him high in the articulate lists of being able to describe exactly what he wants. But, you know, those sort of directors are often very boring, the directors who know best. Bryan doesn't know best, but when he sees it, he recognizes it. And at that point, he does know best. And I trust his judgment in matters of taste above almost every film director I've worked with.
No, I don't think so.
I just think that they should come a bit further.
I don't know about. I'm not 100% sure they should drop down so much. Okay. I want to see a version where the back is down, then I want to see a version where the cheeks drop down as well. Yeah.
We should get a version
No,
that
yeah.
comes down
Now
farther.
that I look at it,
I agree. It seems to be.
now that I look at it, you're right. I think we should get a version where the cheeks drop down a little bit.
Straight down from here, so we go almost
Come
down
down.
to the top of the outfit.
A little
on
here.
the side.
Well, everything drops down a little. I mean, like. All right.
Just there. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause we were
but not too
thinking a
Fu Man,
little
not
bit
too
Right. Okay.
hanging,
Right.
and then this comes
A little straighter.
and a little straighter, so
Straighter.
his head looks more
Right.
powerful and less angular.
Right.
Regular.
Regular.
Regular or angular?
Angular.
And we're going to, Bryan, we're having this re-airbrushed. Not this one, but another version of it. Where we can maybe bring out the highlights a little more.
Yeah.
Bring out the lowlights. Maybe do a little bit more
Shadowing.
Shadowing.
Yeah.
'Cause I
And
think it could be
now I'm wondering
more-
is can we make, instead of paint this dull, can we make it more metallic and more
Yes,
reflective? Maybe
absolutely. But is that going to be a problem for your green screen?
that I don't know. We'll have
Right.
to find that out. Yes.
But so we have a version, one side no, one side yes, but we could absolutely do one where it's really bright. That might be nice.
Yeah.
And we could
Try one.
actually do where maybe to go along with this detail, you could do the touches of here really bright silver. You know what I mean? So where the highlights, the cheekbones, and the top of the thing could be more really not so
Well,
satin finish and more.
Yeah. I
That'd
don't want to be
pretty.
careful he doesn't look too much like a car. You know, like,
Yes.
like
Also, shouldn't there be that device on here?
what
No.
device?
No.
The
There was always those little
icon.
horns.
Classic sort of.
But
little
that's what I think we gave you with
icon.
this. Was our, I thought, a nice version of that device.
Yeah, because Magneto's helmet's actually the traditional comic book helmet's a bucket basically with an emblem on it, and this is this now the piece is the emblem.
But does the head look too small for the big body?
You could enhance it a little bit.
I think if it looks like a bucket, like something that you just could slip over your head without manipulating the metal, it will look, it'll just look crude.
Watching what he gets to in each scene is sometimes an arduous journey, but always great and a great surprise by the time we're finished shooting at the end of the day.
All right, Logan is about to put the claws through his body. He's thinking about it. And we're going. Pop! Get ready. And we're going to do that again. Some people prepare yourself and pop! And here's...
I think you have a great opportunity here to talk about the journey of somebody who reads people's thoughts. Like that, you're dealing with the most profound thing. What kind of life does someone live when they can look into people's minds?
Yeah, but just be careful that the story has to, if he's got to keep Wolverine's attention, it has to be about
but he's
Magneto.
And it's
who is Magneto and what their relationship was.
But it's also about Logan. It's about his journey too. That's what he's.
And it's also
it's about like look. It's about.
That's where we did the rehearsal from, sir. Yes.
I know how you feel.
Right.
What's it like when you cut yourself and all your friends run away screaming and you just heal? What's it like when you realize you're not aging? What's it like when people put things in your bodies like this? I mean, here he wants to say, I was scared.
And it's also the motivation for why he's even created the school. He felt alone and afraid and confused, and he didn't know what was going on.
It's just, I was frightened and alone.
And you hear some commotion, so you turn around. You turn around like this. Like this. As you turn around to look, Toad, literally, is that the wall? Yep. That's the wall there. Toad is going to leap up onto the wall right behind you. You don't see this. On the wall, and go whoop, right out of frame.
How do you like those twisting? Like, you know, the twist
Oh, yeah. That's cool, yeah.
9.2.
Oh, 9.2.
Put my knees together. I've never been asked to do that in my life.
And I've never asked anyone to put them together.
Well, let's forget it, shall we?
The first Magneto Xavier scene in X-Men 1, which so many people have mentioned, was my first day's work.
Action!
And it was very, very strange. I didn't feel absolutely rooted in who I was. Ian and I had not had an opportunity to really examine this historic relationship. I was still, not entirely comfortable with the wheelchair.
And cut.
But Bryan as a director was still new to me. Yes, I do. I don't want it to be too... I know, in fact, that what gave that scene the kind of intensity that it had so early on in the film was that Ian and I brought our history into the scene. We had known one another in the RSC, had similar backgrounds, and I think there was a connection made between us which had to do with history and trust and the background of the actors involved that bled into that scene when, all of a sudden I was out of my trailer, up on this high floor of this modern building in Toronto, in my wheelchair, I hadn't got to know Tom, our DP. Everything was very strange. It's really disorienting. But the focus in that scene became, Ian McKellen and Magneto, and everything else just had to be put aside.
Maybe that's when Anna should save his life. Right there. Now I just feel, now it all of a sudden works, where Anna should go, no! And Hugh just goes, he turns around, here's the knife comes, he just goes, slow, ching, and these claws go in slow motion. This will be the effect shot. Right. And then from the side, back up all the way against here. Why can't you? The big thing, we're building to this moment. Claws go, God, how thick is Stu's neck? It's thick. I don't know if it's going to work.
Why don't we bring Stu over here?
Now, here's the problem.
Kevin Rushton!
The guy with the shotgun thing, the shotgun gag, does not work. Well, the bartender wouldn't come all the way out there to facilitate this. He would go like this. He would just go, Logan, stand the fuck down.
We haven't seen this part of the bar yet.
We haven't seen it.
You will see all of this. By the time this scene is over, you'll have seen that direction, this direction. Met the bartender, you've seen him.
Brian, we can redo this bar area. We haven't seen this today in order. Put another post where you want it here. We cheat this around, and you've got the push off. Okay, so he's holding him with the cross.
Move this all out a little bit.
We can do that, John, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All we saw was this corner.
So this is all made to move.
I think you do one of these. You do this and you grab with a claw.
Yeah.
You get backhand. Because if you backhand, you can grab right away. Right? Backhand.
Backhand this way?
Back like this. Scott, do this. What if I got him like this and he does this and I go ka-ching, right? Watch. Keep holding the gun up. It's going to be shorter. Ka-ching. Right away. Do backhand rather than.
I love the
forward.
idea of him not holding the claws at the guy's throat, but in the end, having something like the gun with the claws up, like half a gun,
like this,
with the claws up, or having his wrist, or holding on to him somehow. Like
It's cool to have the two pieces of the gun and the claws
up
up
again.
throat.
Like the.
It's good work. This is really great stuff.
I was there for 3 weeks before I shot a single thing. But that first day of shooting, I was so nervous, man. And I had to say 3 words. I had to say, where is she? That was it. I had to walk through the door, hit my mark and say, where is she? My heart was pounding, you know. It was, I think everyone was sort of going, who's this guy? You know, there was a lot of that and, you know, is he going to deliver? And you can feel all that kind of pressure. Hang on, I know this guy's 6'2", what's he doing? He's 6'2" and he does musical theatre. He shouldn't be doing well, you know, because I'd just come off a musical theatre show. And to be really honest, I think 4 weeks into shooting was when I really found the character. And Bryan, I'm pretty sure he'll agree with you there. Not that it was bad the first 4 weeks. I don't think it was like you could chuck it out, but I was thanking him so much at the end of the movie because I realised the first 4 weeks I'd done largely incidental stuff. They felt big, like, where is she? It felt big at the time, but it was really nothing.
And Hugh, you kind of react to that like, ooh, you sneaky little mind-reading person.
But the information isn't about that. Oh, okay. Bit of that in there. The information of Rogue going.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The information that Rogue's gone.
It's
gone
the information that Rogue's gone, you know it, and now you're interested. You said, like,
okay.
He knows it. And you look at him like, you know it.
Okay.
And almost as if, did you have something to do with it? What the hell are you, oh God, that, ooh, that,
Okay.
you know, yeah. Okay, let's go. All right.
Last time I jumped up.
God, he's good. He's fast. He's too good. God, he's mesmerized me. Oh.
Set Tom. And 3, 2, 1, go! And we have cut.
Hey!
You right, Hugh?
Yeah. I just missed the fucking glass.
Set the action.
Want to rehearse one?
It's always the suit's fault, never the actor. Come in if you're dressed. Oh, too many people in here?
Oh, no, this is the X-Men roundup. Where's Storm?
She'll be here shortly. You just,
You look fantastic.
Yeah, you're winning, babe. Hey, you're so winning.
But I like it zipped up, too.
Yeah, no, I'm just opening for my own ventilation sake.
She's doing it for me.
I'm doing it for Tom.
It's for me.
I just hate to see Wolverine towering over Cyclops. It's my only thing I had.
So what is this shot? Are we all in a straight line?
No, you're all coming up. I could stagger you guys. I could have Cyclops come in first, like this, and then Logan's kind of lower in the background.
If he's near.
And I gotta see. You know what? I gotta position. Put him next to Hal.
stick me next to Hal.
Because whenever there's a full-length shot like that, we maybe ought to stagger because how many shots are there?
But you guys are a lot together.
Yeah, okay, why don't I just get with her then?
Oh, okay.
Is that it? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's
We're
not
over.
what I'm saying. Cyclops.
I'm going to Alaska.
Let's find this out in the trailer, okay?
I don't like the way he looks at you.
You have to trust me, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Rebecca
It's
did
very
it.
true.
She's here.
Yeah.
They painted her body, so she's kind of used to it.